talked about earlier, funding for the East Side Potter Valley Road. It's not a, they didn't take it off the list, they just delayed the funding for a year. The Willis bypass is still, in there at the top list. What the CTC is running into this problem that we predicted a year ago, that a lot of these projects that they plugged in there for funding, they're not really ready to go. So that's another reason. So it looks like I don't see any further hiccups in the Willis bypass project. Actually, the acquisition of the right-of-way is in the process right now. So it looks like we're home free on that one. And as I say, there were no other of our projects that were taking out of the list. The only thing was the $1 million in right-of-way acquisition, and that funding is delayed for a year, but not taken away, just delayed. So it was, as far as transportation in Mendocino County, both county projects and state projects that are moving forward in this county, it's probably extremely good news.
Very good. Other reports? Okay, I'll jump in here. There's been a number of pieces of activity in regards to the Ukiah Valley Sanitation District as of late, and last Wednesday we tentatively approved, remarkably, the first boundary map for the sanitation district. It's only been in existence for 54 years, so I thought we've accomplished quite a bit. We will be having a special meeting to accept that as the final map, I believe the 16th, and moving towards an election at large for a 5-person board of directors for that special district in November of this year. Second item is on Thursday of last week, I spent about 3 hours doing an interview with CNBC from New York City. A very unfortunate situation that it reaffirms that we have become a nationally recognized producer county of marijuana, and they're in the county for about 4 or 5 days doing extensive interviews on the situation, and actually participated in the grow house raid of last week that involved members of the media, being the growers. So it was quite an interesting situation. That interview took about 3 hours. Friday, we also entertained the California State Association of Counties president Friday morning. He's touring all 58 counties as much as he can. He's now completed, I believe, about 23 or 24 of the counties, trying to gather what the flavor of each individual county is and where the problems lie. And a lot of it points back to the state of California, either financially or through inadequacy of action to take care of the counties. So quite an interesting discussion took place. Finishing up my report, just to report out to the public, the June committee meetings scheduled for the 9th of June are suspended, they're canceled. Also a vacation of the June 16th workshop date. You can scratch that from your calendars. I already reported on the planning commissioner vacancies. So that concludes my report. Any additional supervisor reports? Seeing none. Okay. There's one action we failed to take this morning, and I'll offer it back up for another action, was the approval of the minutes of the May 19th workshop and the May 20th meeting.
So moved.
It's been moved for approval of those 2 sets of minutes. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Thank you very much. Any discussion on the minutes? Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. I'm running out of filler here. Mr. CEO?
I was going to suggest that we go into closed session and talk about Chris Brown's evaluation, the first part of it, come back out when the report is ready, And then we can, at 3 o'clock, we're scheduled to talk to the air quality director. So
Okay.
if we could just
Do the
go
first
into
half.
closed session, do the first piece of it while we're waiting for that final report. We had some new information that came to us this morning, so that staff report is being updated for you. That's
Okay.
why we're waiting till 2:30.
So we'll come back at 2:30 from closed session.
Well, Allison, I just was going to take them in the closed session because I thought you were going to be 2:30, but if you're available now, we'd love to hear from you now.
Well, if I come back after closed session, it will be a more coordinated presentation, but I saw that you were struggling to fill the time, so I decided to come in. So I'll do it either way.
Okay, why don't we go to the first part of the performance review, and then we'll come back at 2:30.
Okay. Oh,
So-
2:30?
2:30 or somewhere around
Oh,
that
okay.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Give you some more time. All right, so let's recess the closed session, and we'll be back in here at 2:30.